All right, everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm going to start a series where I'm showing the cards that I'm sending off the PSA. I just joined the PSA Collectors Club, I believe it's called. And for the month of February of 2023, they're running a special for vintage cards. You can get them graded for $15 a card as long as it's from 1989 or earlier. So I put together 60 cards that I'm going to send off. And I'm going to show you the cards that I'm sending off here. And whenever they come back, actually I'm filming this video at the beginning of February. It's currently February 3rd. I'm not going to upload this video until the cards are back so we can see what grades they got, and then I'll show you what I pre-graded these cards as, and we'll see how close I was to getting them. So when you see this video, it'll be really close to whenever they're coming back. The next video will show the cards graded so we can see how close I was to predicting them. All right, so I have this awesome Warren Spahn 58 tops. Picked this up for I think like $20 at a local card shop. Orlando Cepeda. 1960. This really cool Mickey Mantle post, 1962, I believe it is. It's completely, somebody penciled and just destroyed it basically. So it's only gonna get like an authentic grade, maybe a PSA 1, but it's still a pretty rare card and it's kind of cool. It only cost a couple dollars, but I figured might as well just send it off. Other than that, it's not terrible. It's still a rare card. 64 tops, Bill Mazeroski. This card is sharp. It's like perfectly centered. Corners are sharp. It's really crisp. The only issue is on the back right here. You can see it kind of has what looks like, I'm not sure if that's a stain or what it is, so I'll be curious to see how PSA grades this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that'll get a stain grade or if that'll just affect the grade overall, but we'll find out. 1964 tops, Len Dawson. Nice card. Great smile on him. Really tough with these blue borders on the back. Hank Aaron, it's a low grade, but it's one of my favorite designs of the Hank Aaron cards. I mean, I expect this to get like a 1. It's got some paper loss down here, but it's just a great card. 68 Joe Namath. Again, this card's not gonna grade high. I think I have it pre-graded as a 3, PSA 3, so I only paid a few bucks for it. We'll see what it gets. The Mickey Mantle Topps Game. Nice card. I picked up a handful of cards from the 68 set. We have the Brooks Robinson here. Yeti Matthews. Bob Gibson. Joe Morgan. I think this is the best pre-graded one. I think I have this one pre-graded as an 8. It's a really sharp card. Corners and centering's pretty decent. It's a little off left to right, but other than that, this card's great. Lee May. This card I just love the look of this card. It's also, I think I have this one graded as an 8. He's not a Hall of Famer, but he had a heck of a career. I think he had something like 8 years in a row where he hit 20 or more home runs. Very underrated player, but really cool card. On to 1970, we have Rod Carew. Hall of Famer Rod Carew. And some more Joe Morgan in those really sweet, never seen any more Astros jerseys. They have so many jerseys, the Astros, and you never see that design anymore. Gale Sayers, one of the greatest. And a bunch from the 71 tops, the infamous black border cards. So I got the Thurman Munson, not his rookie, but his first standalone card. That is just such a cool card. This card is any of the cards from 71 set are almost impossible to get in a high grade. I think I have this one pre-graded as a 5, 4 or 5. Yeah, it's got some issues up here in the corner. And the Dave Concepcion, part of that big red machine in the 70s. Willie McCovey. Pete Rose. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Put all those guys in the Hall of Fame is what I say. Let the fans, everybody knows what they did or may not have done. Who cares? Let the people know. Put it on their plaques in the fame. Just put them in. Put a couple Ted Williams rookies here. I have a couple more. I have one or two that's I think will grade higher, but I couldn't put them into this order because the max declared value is $199 for this $15 special, and I will send those at a different time because I think they may grade higher. Tom Seaver. Jim Cott. This card I think I have pre-graded as a 7 or an 8. This one's really nice. Don Sutton. I have two of these. This I'm hoping to get an upcharge because I picked these up and they're both really sharp. I have them as 8s as my pre-grade, and actually I have 3 of them. I kept one out because I don't want to send 3 of the same card, but I have 2 as an 8 and 1 as a 7. I honestly can't remember which one I didn't send in, but these are really sharp. So there's like no chipping on them at all. So I'd be curious to see what they get. I'm hoping for an upcharge because that's always a good thing. I'll be happy to pay the extra if they want to grade it a better grade. On to Munson. And we have Carlton Fisk. '74 Nolan Ryan. This card I picked up at a flea market vendor who just happened to be, he had a bunch of just random stuff, and then he had some cards for sale. He used to own a card shop in the 90s, and this card was in there. The only issue is it has this mark up here. I don't know what this is, so I'm not sure how PSA will grade this. I'll probably get the mark designation, or I'm not sure if they do that, if they just take like 2 points off automatically. But other than that, it's in really great shape, so I'm curious to see how it grades. Another Nolan Ryan, the same one. This one's a little more off center, top to bottom. Doesn't have the mark up there. 74 Pete Rose. Cool card. Just on the holder. I just picked this up the other day at a card show, the Dave Winfield rookie. Pretty sure I have this pre-graded as a 7. 75 Topps Pete Rose. Topps 75 Mini Burt Blyleven. I just found out earlier today, I was talking with somebody and he said there are no PSA 10s of this card, which obviously I'm not expecting a 10. It is in great shape. I think I have it pre-graded as an 8, but you just wonder what would a 10 sell for if one popped up. I found out also that there are no PSA 10s of the Nolan Ryan Mini as well. And I was talking with that guy and we figured it would probably sell for over $100,000 if one ever turned up. I don't have any of that card in any grade or raw. And surprisingly, he said there's 8 PSA 10 mini George Brett rookies from 75, which was shocking. But this Burt Blyleven's in great shape. Such a cool card with that bubble. Football Cliff Branch rookie, 75. I like the design of the 75 football. I like the back, just really cool with the way the colors look. One of my favorite cards is Johnny Bench. It gives me like a Wild West, like a Western Clint Eastwood type vibe with the, I'm not sure if that's where that much dust was coming from at home plate. I don't know if like 15 people just all slid in. I don't know what's happening, but there's like, it's just so cool. I just love this card. I have 2 of it that I'm sending off. Jim Rice. The All-Star Rookie Cup. My only Babe Ruth card. I don't have any of his originals back in the day, but this Sporting News card, it's in pretty decent shape. I have this one here. I'm really curious to see what it gets. The Willie Randolph rookie card, rookie infielders, 76. I think I have it pre-graded as a 9. It's just flawless. The only issue I think is just the centering top to bottom. It's a little heavier on the top than the bottom. Other than that, I think it might be something right there. But this I think has a decent shot at a 9, which would be, I'd be very happy with that. 77 Johnny Bench. Ready for my close-up. Nice. Carlton Fisk, he has such cool cards too. Love these action shots. 78 Pete Rose. 78 John Stallworth. Back from the Steel Curtain days. 79 Pete Rose. He already had 3,100 plus hits in 79, wow. Ozzie Smith, 1980. This card here, I have graded as a 9. I don't know how much this above the A, that little mark there, I don't know if PSA would grade it down because of that. Other than that, there's not really anything that I noticed. There's like, the corners are crisp, there's no white showing on the corners. There's no issues with this, so obviously I don't expect a 10. I'd be quite thrilled with a 10, but I'm hoping for a 9 on that. 1980 Pete Rose, it's a little off center left to right. I think I have this as an 8 or a 9, I can't recall. I have all the grades, like I said, written down, and whenever the cards come back, again, I will go over the grades before I reveal what the cards get, so we can see how close I was. The 1981 Topps Nolan Ryan, pretty sure I have this one graded as a 9, pre-graded as a 9. This one's really nice. 81 George Brett, looking happy. Pre-Pine Tar incident day, I would assume. We have a few hockey cards here. Wayne Gretzky. I don't have much experience subbing hockey cards or dealing with hockey cards at all. I know this is O-Pee-Chee, and it has like the rough borders, and from what I've heard, O-Pee-Chee, a lot of them are cut like that, so they don't consider that a defect when they're grading them. So I will be curious, because other than those borders like that, the card's in pretty decent shape. It's obviously off center, but so I really don't know I don't know what to expect for the grade with this card. And I have a Topps of Gretzky, which is in really nice shape. This might be my favorite card in the order. I'm a Phillies fan. Mike Schmidt's my favorite, as you can see over here. My wife got me this Mike Schmidt figure, and we hung them up on the tree. And then obviously the Phillies, she got me this ornament, Ring the Bell, for them getting the World Series. So I have this, I found this on Facebook. Somebody was selling, paid $5 for it. It's got Steve Carlton and Mike Schmidt from, what is it, 82 Flair? Yeah. And it's just insanely miscut. It's an actual card. And to find one like this, I've never seen a card miscut this bad, but I just think it's so awesome to have the two Hall of Famers, arguably the two of the greatest Phillies of all time, definitely from back in that era, and my favorite player of all time, Mike Schmidt. And to have him on one card like this, it's very unique. So I figured I'm gonna send this off. I'm not expecting any grade other than like PSA. I don't really care what the grade is. I just want it slabbed and give it the miscut designation. It's just a really cool card. I like that one a lot. Last couple cards here, I have 82 Walter Payton. Sweetness. 82 Joe Montana. I think he was ordering a pizza there for everybody. Another O-Pee-Chee card, Matt Snazelin. And this one, the borders aren't quite as bad as that Gretzky. Actually, this one, on the side here they are. Yeah, you can see there's like some rough along here. It's not as bad, but be curious to see how that grades. Here we got one of the most iconic cards of all time, the Mattingly 84 Don Russ. I know PSA is really harsh when grading this. It's way thicker on the right than left, so I think other than that, this card's in pretty decent shape, so I'm expecting probably an 8 on this card, which I'm fine with that. I didn't pay too much. I think I paid like $10 for this. I've never had this card before. This is just, right up there with the 89 Upper Deck Griffey and probably the 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson right here. It's one of the probably 3 or 4 most iconic cards of the decade of the 80s. All right, finishing out this order, we have a couple basketball. Charles Barkley, back when he had hair. He was ripped back in the day, wow. Barkley, and also from the same set, we got Akeem Olajuwon. So cool. And the last 2 cards are the same. They are the infamous 89 Fleer Billy Ripken FF error, if you know what I mean. It's right on the bat knob. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what it is. If you know, you know. I think I have these. The one is, this one's not too, it's got some damage there. So I think I have it pre-graded as like a 7 or an 8, but I pack pulled one of these a couple of years ago back during like the pandemic and sent it in. I got a 10, which was shocking, but I sold it. But yeah. All right, so that is what I have. 60 cards, $15 a card, special $199 max declared value. So I'm sending these off today. I have all the paperwork done. Today is currently February 3rd, 2023. PSA says it is it's a 90-day approximate turnaround time. So what is it, March, April, May? So they should be somewhere around May. That's what they're saying. People are saying they're coming back quicker. Some are saying a month. So as soon as they're in, you will see the video with all the grades. Thank you.